nerds, it is Sunday, and today was my first day of going to press previews. And that is because the very first press preview I attended is the one I have decided to pair with this painting. So this is King o' Plains by Marie, I'm gonna go with Chivers. It's beautiful, it's huge. Look at it, giant piece. And I have chosen to pair this lion with Breakneck Midsummer Night's Dream, which is the Tim Mooney Repertory Theater production that I am stage managing for, or as I am credited, I am Master of the Revels, because I have no actual categorical stage management experience. So let's give me a fun title. And I've chosen this painting because there's a bit in the show where the Rude Mechanicals have their play within a play, and one of the characters is the lion. And one of my favorite moments in the show is the lion's roar. Like, the show itself is really, really funny, and the way that Tim has crafted Midsummer and added these asides makes it even funnier. And the lion bit, hilarious every time. I feel like if there is a piece of art that's going to exemplify our version of Midsummer, it is the well-roared lion that I'm hanging out with here. Obviously, I am biased about the show because I'm a part of it, and I'm a little biased because I've always enjoyed Tim Mooney's Breakneck Shakespeare shows. But I think that this is especially unique because it has a bunch of different people in it, and usually he's doing one-man shows. And it's just fun. It's all fun. I like Midsummer because it's fun, so it is frivolous and lighthearted and full of innuendo and just a great time. And there's a link down there to get tickets for the show, and you should check it out. The next preview that I went to see was A Woman's Guide to Peeing Outside. Technically not a preview, more like I was invited to the dress rehearsal because she canceled her preview, but I was already there, and so she was like, just stay. It was still an incredibly enjoyable show. And the piece of art I have chosen is Golden Sea by Britt. Why? Why is this the choice for A Woman's Guide to Peeing Outside? I'm not entirely sure I can tell you. Maybe it just like has this like watery element to it that just speaks to me. But this show was admittedly A Woman's Guide to Peeing Outside, exactly what it was purported to be. She told us about this incredible book she's written, a handbook that is a woman's guide to peeing outside. And wow, I know the book doesn't actually exist, but I wish it did, because I think it'd be a fun read. And I enjoyed every moment of the show, the moments where she was reading the chapters of the books, the aside stories, getting to know her entire life. It was really funny, very enjoyable, and I just love Holly as a performer. Like, she's just so dynamic, and every moment of that show was so enjoyable, and it has this really fun way of you being like, wow, I'm watching somebody really cool, but also I'm just having a conversation with a friend. And so you feel at ease the entire time, which is really nice. And there's just a lot of opportunity for laughter and a little bit of heart thrown in there. And of course, a lot to learn about peeing outside. And so I suggest you check it out. The show's at City Arts, and of course, link down there. The next preview I went to was Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, which is one of the Fringers of the Future shows. And I have chosen this piece. It's got some beads hanging down below. And this is When the Day Met the Night by Ashley Sullivan. It's gorgeous. Like, look at the beadwork and the colors. It is a beautiful piece of art. And the show put together by these high schoolers, it ran about 30 minutes, and they were still on script because they have been busy studying for finals. But it is a cute show that they put together about the stages of life. So it is them talking about everything essentially from birth to death, using texts largely from Shakespeare, although there were a few I didn't recognize, which doesn't mean that they're not Shakespearean, it just means that it's not Shakespeare I recognized. So they do talk about this person's life, and then they do a small snippet from an older text that kind of exemplifies what they are talking about. And it was cute, and I can really tell the students are getting into it, and I had an enjoyable time. And I love watching the Fringers of the Future perform, because it's just such a unique opportunity for them to be out here at the festival. So check out the pretty art, and check out a link down there to see the show. So the last preview that I went to today was called The Estate Sale, and the piece of art I have chosen is this. It says Sculpture, called Mirror Image by Jada. I'm gonna go with Delvalle. I'm not sure I'm saying that right. But it's also a purse. So it is a purse and a sculpture, and it has this fairy tale thing on it. And the estate sale was just all about things and stories from Kelly, the performer's life. So she actually is literally selling things. I did buy an item. Don't judge me. I know I'm moving, and really I should have been asking Kelly about her estate sale services. And maybe I will later, you know, just be like, so are you busy right after Fringe? Want to help me run an estate sale? We'll see. See if she has recommendations for me. But the show was also about her being a person who wants to run and wants to go, and how even though she always wants to go, she keeps collecting stuff. And now everything must go. All of her things. And she's trying to divest herself of all of these things while also trying to figure out why she's holding on to stuff. And maybe because I'm moving and I am also trying to divest myself of all of my worldly goods, the show really hit for me. She is a comedian by trade, and it is obvious. The show is very, very funny. There are a lot of really great jokes. There are a lot of really wonderful moments, and I would definitely recommend it. Not only because you will definitely get a laugh out of it, but also because it's kind of cool to go and look through stuff and potentially buy something. So buy something at the estate sale, buy this beautiful piece of art, and I will see you tomorrow.